I'm Michael Diamond. It's Most Essential. Subscribe, turn on your notifications. Okay, as far as the Nick Trigili bodybuilding and BS issue that's going on with YouTube removing the channel, initially I felt sorry for Nick, but thinking it over more and looking at it a little more carefully, I don't feel sorry for him. I do feel sorry for his family, excuse me, that he has to support, although it's not his only source of revenue. The YouTube is, without a doubt, a big source of his revenue. Over 100,000 subscribers. The channel made him money. He got his sponsorships through the channel. So besides losing the revenue from YouTube, probably end up losing the revenue from these sponsors. After all, they are paying him because his presence on YouTube was enabling them to make a profit off that. And if he doesn't have that presence anymore, it's going to have a big effect on it. Some people saying that he lost the channel simply because he previously had a channel taken down and you're not allowed to have another channel. I guess depending on exactly why it was taken down, yeah, it might have an effect. But you can start another channel. Unfortunately, unless you convince them that it was a mistake and they give you back the channel, you can start another channel, but you have to start from scratch. In one case, they're giving you a second chance. In one case, they're giving you the channel back and letting you resume where you were. Usually is if you could convince them that it was a mistake on their part. Otherwise, they allow you to make a channel again, but you got to start from scratch. You go from zero to building it up from the bottom. The people who are thinking, well, it's because they didn't realize that he had a channel ban previously. That's absolutely ridiculous also. On top of that, when he reaches 100,000 subscribers, you get a plaque sent to you acknowledging your success with YouTube. So, I mean, all that is ridiculous. Nick himself has made videos and saying that he was blackballed. Somebody in upper ranks of YouTube was paid off to have his channel removed. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm not sure what the other channel was, but obviously it didn't please YouTube too much. But if you look through his content that he had on his channel, you can go to his Rumble. If you want to follow him, he's still on Rumble. And you scroll through it, it's pretty much the same stuff that he was putting up on YouTube. And you're hard-pressed to find anything positive. Every once in a while, you got something, a video pops up that has a positive overtone to it, but it's all negative. It's attacking a lot of people. I wouldn't think that going after another channel, attacking a person that has over a million subscribers would be the best idea either. You figure if you got 1 million subscribers and you upset them enough where only 1% of that million file complaints, report the channel, report, excuse me, report your videos, that's 10,000. I mean, that's not a smart thing to do. He's one after a lot of very well-liked, well-respected people in the business. A problem with his content, first off, he's supposed to be reporting the news. Supposed to be reporting the truth. Even if everything is the truth, sometimes, depending on the situation, it's not always best to tell the truth. If by not telling truth is not causing any harm, and telling the truth, the only thing it's going to do is cause some harm. Sometimes things are better left unsaid. But let's forget about that. He proclaims to be the truth, and he has all these all these contacts all over. Well, if you go to the description on his channels, you'll see he has a little notation there. If you have any juicy stories and there's a phone number, text him. That tells you a lot. He built his channel on sensationalism. He shows some traits of a narcissist and a sociopath. He definitely shows some of those traits. Some of what he says is truthful. A lot of it is twisted around, and some of it is outright lies. The videos he put out on Sunny Andrews are proven to be outright lies. And then when he said that when Branch Warren and Martin Fitzwater parted ways, Branch left Martin homeless. Absolutely, totally untrue. Those are only two examples of him basically pulling stuff out of his ass. So some stuff might have some truth, other things are twisted around, and things he just totally makes up. It's clear that he'll say whatever he needs to say to benefit himself, with total disregard to how it might affect anyone. Yeah, like I said, sometimes the truth, if it's not going to do any harm by not saying anything, but can only cause harm by speaking it, sometimes even the truth is better left unsaid. But he just does these things with total disregard. He will not take any responsibility for this. Nothing that he did caused this. Well, that's another trait that he's displaying. Will he get his channel back? Nah. Did he deserve it? Sometimes you dig your own grave. And that's essentially what he did. And like I said in the beginning, I feel sorry for his family, who's definitely going to be impacted by this. But him personally, I don't feel sorry for him. And one last thing, freedom of speech is not an issue over here. His freedom of speech wasn't infringed upon. YouTube is a business. and he chose to do business with them. And he was getting paid by them, so in a way you can call him an employee. You can't just go in and say whatever you want to say. Businesses have their rules. You have to follow by the rules. And if you don't want to follow by the rules, move on. At first, I felt sorry for Nick. The more I think about it, I don't feel sorry for him personally. I do feel sorry for his family that's affected by it. He brought this all on himself. It'll probably remain on Rumble. Rumble is more open to things. They're not going to just kick him to the curb like that. But was YouTube wrong? No. You want to play their game, got to play by their rules. And he knew exactly what he was doing. And he did it with the only concern was to improve his status with total disregard for anyone else. All right, that was, I guess you can definitely call it a rant. If you agree or disagree with what I've said, let me know in the comments section. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.